What's up, everybody? Mr. Right Way here. We have a special guest today, and I love retro video games. We talk about it on the channel. Well, a new retro game has been coming out, is out now, and it is XenoCrisis on the Super Nintendo. And we have Mike here from Bitmap Bureau. Now, I'm saying that right?
Yeah, hey everyone. Yeah, even I struggle to say it, so don't worry about it.
So, let me ask you, what led to making all these wonderful titles that we're going to be talking about?
um, I think it's a lot of it's down to my my passion and also my colleagues' passion for the really it was the Mega Drive or the Genesis. That was the console we grew up with back when we were
Got this one
about.
right here.
That's the one. Yeah. So yeah, I got my Mega Drive when I was 13. It was a Japanese import, and I don't think any consoles made as big an impression on me as the Mega Drive did. So yeah, we were really keen to bring something to that machine. But also, yeah, my colleague Matt, he's a great coder, and I think he enjoyed the challenge of creating a new Mega Drive game in 2019 or wherever it was. And yeah, since then we've gone on to hit the Dreamcast, Neo Geo, Super Nintendo, N64, GameCube, and loads more. So yeah, it's really transformed how we work and the profile of the company.
Sweet. Now, you say you started back in 2019.
Yeah, it might have even been 2018 actually.
Okay.
I
What
think
was
the
the
kick.
first game?
Sorry.
The first game XenoCrisis?
Oh yeah, so that's what I mean. Yeah, XenoCrisis started in 2018. The actual studio started in 2016. Yeah, so we had a couple of years doing like Steam and Switch and PlayStation games, but yeah, we didn't feel like it was really our niche. But we heard about this game called Tanglewood, written by another guy in the UK called Matt Phillips, and
Okay.
yeah, he brought that to Kickstarter, and we thought, well, if there's other people out there making Mega Drive games and there's people who want to buy them, then yeah, perhaps we should have a go as well.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, I'm sitting here with the Mega Drive game, or here in the States, we call the Sega Genesis, and it is
I still
pretty
can't.
dope, man. You
I
say
still
what
can't
now?
get used to that. I still can't get used to that whole Genesis thing.
Sega Genesis. Oh yeah, I know, and I can't get you to like Mega Drive. I'm like, well, Mega Drive. Okay, I know it's the Genesis, and that's just the East versus West, I guess you want to say. But that just whenever I grew up, when I first heard Mega Drive, I'm like, well, who? What is a Mega Drive? And
I
then I
think
heard Super
I think it's the
Famicom.
same
I'm
with
like,
yeah. So you got the Super Famicom, but we call the Super Nintendo the SNES, which you guys
oh
hate. You guys hate apparently.
yeah, we hate that. We hate that. We call it well, some people here call it the SNES, but we call it like I call it Super Nintendo SNES. It
Yeah,
just
yeah.
I've been calling that for years, and then like here it goes, and like so let me ask you that question then. So when you're making games localized for the states and you see, okay, well, we gotta make it for the SNES, what is going on in your mind and stuff, and also when you're creating these different titles and stuff, because I guess this Mega Drive, we'll say the Mega Drive is your favorite port right now, but you got
Yeah.
that. You got the Super Nintendo. You got the Dreamcast, was pretty cool right here, guys. You can get this from their website. And the big boy, Neo Geo. That
Yeah.
is now the Neo Geo. I'm definitely interested in hearing how what was been the easiest to the most difficult. Was Neo Geo pretty difficult?
Neo Geo wasn't too bad actually because like the code base lifts almost directly from the Mega Drive.
Okay.
And the Neo Geo is a much more powerful system, so it's quite easy to just throw loads of tiles and sprites at the screen.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was quite a straightforward port, I think, for Matt. The hardest bit was the PCBs because it's actually two PCBs.
Mm-hmm.
So we had some problems designing that. Spent a lot of time and money. Then you have to get the shells made and the cases. Yeah, the physical aspect of the Neo Geo is probably the hardest bit. But yeah, the hardest ports so far, I think the Mega Drive really. I remember Matt talking about it, and I think when you get to the first boss on the first level, uh, he was struggling to find one more tile to to push into memory. Um, and yeah, we were having to like cut corners here and there, and he just about squeezed it in. And yeah, and he was. I think he got quite annoyed with me as well because I was always trying to add more stuff to the game, like more aliens, more bullets, more explosions, and he was always trying to hold me back. But yeah, so that was an interesting port, and I think Super Nintendo as well. You know, everyone knows it doesn't have the fastest processor, so we designed a new PCB with its own processor on the board to help out the Super Nintendo. So
That is nice.
we were able to hit 60 FPS, which is so important these days, of course. And
It is.
and that technology will carry over to our future SNES titles.
Okay, so I just noticed this on my Neo Geo card. It says Aller so many. This is 592. So with the Neo Geo, as being coveted as it is and really hard to come by. Is this are these games limited number?
The collector's editions definitely are, yeah. So I don't know how many collectors we produced. Might have been 1,000 or so. It wasn't a huge amount.
Okay.
But the standard edition, we're going to keep trying to produce for as long as it's economically viable. We want people to be able to get a copy. We don't want people getting scalped and having to like pay crazy money on eBay. That did happen with the Switch version. That had a real limited run of 1,500 or maybe 3,000. So yeah, the Switch version goes for like £200 on eBay now, which is just nuts, really.
Okay. Yeah. Can you explain the collector's editions versus the regular standard editions with all your titles, especially XenoCrisis we're talking about?
Yeah, we tend to throw in a few extras, like with the SNES version when there's a audio cassette and you get postcards and posters and so on.
We got that here.
Yep. But you also get a distinct label with different cover art, and the box will have its own cover art as well. So to look at, they're quite different. But the game actually on the cartridge is, of course, the same.
Okay. That is pretty cool, man. I was really excited when I got the Super Nintendo version because at first I was like, oh, I can't wait to the Super Nintendo version so I can like actually play that one. Then when it got it, the finished product is like it brought me back, just like, wow, getting a brand new Super Nintendo game, Not only if you can cool that Super Nintendo smell from back in the day, or
That's what we want, yeah. Yeah, that's what we're trying to bring back. Yeah, that feeling of for me, it was going into the local city on the bus and buying a game at what would it have been back then? Can't even remember. We had the Electronics Boutique, but
and we
had with a shop called Game as well. But to be able to just buy a game and read the manual on the bus on the way home, that was great times really. And we're trying to bring those back for our customers.
Yeah, a full color manual, guys. If you haven't seen these, go to check it out. It will be in the description. But full color manuals is nice. I like on here on the Sega Genesis version. You got a different label. So you got the old school version right here, and then you take it out, and then you got the new school. So which is really, really cool. I'm like, I like little touches like that. It seems like you guys really do have a heart for like retro and retro community, the old school games, stuff like that. Even the Switch. What I want to ask you is, what other upcoming project and games are y'all working on?
Well, we've actually been working on a couple of other titles, which I'm not really allowed to talk about. I can tell you something, I guess.
Tell us a little something. The internet gonna pick it up, and I hope they don't take it what it is, but just a little something.
A little clue. Well, we actually our studio got acquired by the publisher we've been working with for 2 years now. So they really enjoyed working with us, and we've had a great time working on these projects. And they're coming to various retro platforms, but also the modern platforms. And they're our biggest games to date. Really, it's most ambitious, and it's got the most levels and art and content, I would say. So these are big games for us, and they're based on I don't know, how can I explain it? a certain film franchise.
Oh, okay, a certain film franchise.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think I can say that, but you know, I won't say it anymore.
okay. Don't say it anymore. We're going now. When is this next project coming? In the next year, 2, 3? When can we kind of expect something?
Well, I think the announcement is being made in May, so just a few
Oh,
weeks now.
ooh, can't wait for that. Then this
Yeah,
when they get announced in May, y'all come back to this video and like, ah, that's what he was talking about. Okay, that's awesome. That is really awesome. All
yeah,
right, so
we think everyone will be really excited about it. It's yeah, it's a real big title, and yeah, bringing it to retro as well is a real big thing for us. So yeah, I think it should go down well. We'll see.
sweet. Now, what title that I'm waiting on is Final Vendetta, but I'm waiting for it on the Neo Geo. Now we have like a lot of Neo Geo people watch this video sometimes. How far away is Final Vendetta on the Neo Geo?
Well, I've heard the guys in the background working on it. So yeah, it's Gav and Matt mostly.
Okay.
And yeah, with our with the studio buyout, that's kind of slowed things down a bit because we've had to move all of our stock to this new warehouse, and also we've had to close our shop whilst we've updated our system, well, integrated our systems with theirs. But
Oh, okay.
so yeah, we were hoping to hit Q1, but obviously we've missed that.
Yeah,
Um,
and that's understandable.
yeah, but I think we're going to put out a gameplay video pretty soon. There's one or two little palette glitches that we want to tidy up before we, show it to the public. As for when it's coming out, yeah, we're talking a matter of months. I would like to think, I don't know, end of summer, but yeah, it depends how smoothly the PCB design goes, and squashing the last few bugs and glitches. But
Okay.
yeah, yeah, maybe end of Q2, Q3 at the latest, I would say. Yeah.
Okay. That sounds good. And guys, right here, we're gonna show you real quick. Like, here's the website, Bitmap Bureau. You got a lot of great stuff here. You can go see, they got their games, they got the retro. You can see all the games that are here. You can get the MVS, GameCube. Goodness, I didn't even know you had a GameCube, but it's PAL GameCube. How many are those still around?
Yeah, we've still got them. So we're buying one in the post. You need a modded GameCube though, because it's yeah.
Okay.
Although we press the game onto those little discs, we couldn't
Mhm.
crack the copyright system. So yeah, you need like a Pico boot system in your GameCube.
Oh yeah, I
But
got one. I got one of those.
oh,
Might have to check one of those out one day. And then
perfect.
also too, going back, we're going back to the retro stuff. I just gave away this on the channel a couple months ago, but the one on the Super Nintendo was very popular.
Yeah, yeah. It's going down really well actually, and yeah, we've fulfilled all the pre-orders. So now we're about to reopen the shop. Should be next week, and then yeah, people should be able to place an order. And I think there's even a few collector's editions left if people
Uh-oh.
want one of them.
Well, that's nice. And this is right here. This is what I keep dreaming about every night, guys. Gotta get right here. We're waiting on it. It might come to the channel soon, but hey, Final Bandit. And this looks so awesome too. Congratulations on like getting something out there like this. This is like, I'm telling you, the quality of the games that you guys produce. That snap case, you guys got that really good, and it's like it snaps. It looks good from the side. It's
Yeah.
really good product. I mean, I wouldn't
Cheers.
put my name on anything that was bad. No, if it was terrible. Excuse me. I sound like Charles Barkley. Terrible. I would say it was, but you guys put out a great product, and everybody should get out there and go out there and order one of these games.
Cheers, Steve. Yeah, we try and do our best, and yeah, with the games and with the the actual physical side of it as well. So yeah, I'm glad to hear it's appreciated.
That's right. I like to see physical, man. I love to see physical. But want to thank you so much for giving me a little bit of your time going over some games. Let everybody know, like, if they can only pick up one, which one should they go for? I'm gonna put you on a hot spot. Which one
Of
should
our
they go for?
games, I think the Genesis version of XenoCrisis is pretty special. It really pushes the system to the limits, and I think we squeezed a lot of game into just 4 megabytes. So yeah, I think if you're a Genesis owner and you like a challenge, then yeah, you'll enjoy XenoCrisis. But yeah, Final Vendetta is going to be something a bit different as well. And yeah, we've got some plenty more amazing titles lined up. You know, we've got some very big licenses that we're working on, and we'll be still creating our own IP as well. So, oh yeah, you can expect a sequel to XenoCrisis as well. Maybe in the next couple of years. It's going to take a couple of years, but we're about to start it pretty soon.
Well, thank you so much for like just doing this for the community. Thank you for your time, guys. Go out to Bitmap Bureau, hit that link, get some games. He said the Genesis, not Mega Drive now. No, the Genesis.
I'm learning.
Yeah, you learn. And always remember, guys, to do it the right way. We will see you next time.
Cheers, everyone.